guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you are planning to study abroad in 2025, you have probably heard about the recent changes in the UK's indefinite leave to remain or ILR policy. These changes which have been proposed recently can seriously impact your plans to settle in the UK. So in today's video, we are breaking down these rules and how will they impact you and what effect will they have on your future plans. And what other options do you have? So let's dive into the video. So we'll start with what is ILR. ILR is basically the UK's version of permanent residency. It allows you to live, study and work in the UK without visa restrictions. And normally students could apply for ILR after 5 years of studying in the UK, but that's where things are changing now. So let's see what all is changing. The UK government is proposing to double the qualifying period from 5 years to 10 years. That is a 100% increase, and this means you will need to stay longer in the UK to qualify for permanent residency. You won't get permanent residency even after 10 years. You'll qualify for permanent residency. After that, the waiting time to apply for ILR is also being proposed to increase by 400%, which is from 12 months to 5 years. So instead of being eligible to apply for ILR after a year of holding your work visa, now you will have to wait for at least 5 years before you can apply for PR. That brings the total time to qualify for ILR to at least 15 years if the changes are passed. These changes are only proposed, not yet passed, which will be a 200% increase compared to the current 5-year requirement. So currently you can get a PR after 5 years and 12 months of a waiting period time, which will change to at least 15 years if the changes are passed. Okay, that's the main change which will affect the students. After that, the salary thresholds for skilled workers will also change. If you plan to stay and work in the UK, you'll need a higher salary to apply for ILR. The minimum salary threshold for skilled worker visa has increased by approximately 47.7%, rising from 26,200 to 38,700 for applications submitted on or after 4th April 2024. In 2023, this threshold was only 25,600. Then it got changed to 26,200 and now it is 38,700, which is about 51.2% increase. So that's the minimum salary threshold change which has happened. The next changes are in the long residence rule update and absence rule. The UK's long residence rule states that you must have spent at least 10 years in the UK with limited leave granted by the Home Office. However, the Home Office will also check how long you have been outside the UK during that time. As of 11th April 2024, any single absence from the UK must not exceed 180 days in any 12-month period. Additionally, for 10 years completed before 11th April 2024, you must not have total absences exceeding 548 days. If your 10-year period extends beyond 11th April 2024, there will be no 538-day limit, but you will still need to adhere to the 180-day limit for each 12-month period moving forward. So ये है changes हमारे long residence rule updates and absence rules ना. So these are also significant changes. Next changes which UK government has introduced in 2025 is in good character requirements and illegal entry changes. These got a lot stricter from 10th February 2025. For these changes, applicant who entered the UK illegally could still apply for the citizenship if 10 years had passed since the illegal entry. But now, anyone who previously entered the UK illegally will normally be refused British citizenship no matter how long it was. Okay. तो 10 years वाला जो था उसमें अब कोई मैटर नहीं करेगा. अब हर किसी को मोस्ट केसेस में रिफ्यूज कर देंगे. दिस रूल ऑल्सो अफेक्ट्स चिल्ड्रन ओवर 10 years old इवन इफ द इलीगल एंट्री वाजंट देयर चॉइस. अगर पेरेंट्स के साथ आए थे तो भी वो मतलब पहले दे देते थे बच्चों को, पेरेंट्स को नहीं देते थे, बट नाउ दे विल रिफ्यूज फॉर चिल्ड्रन एज वेल. अनदर चेंज व्हिच विल स्पेसिफिकली इम्पैक्ट द स्टूडेंट्स इज increased financial requirements for students. So from 2025, international students applying for study visas will need to meet higher benchmarks. पहले benchmarks कम होते थे, अभी benchmarks बढ़ा दिए हैं. For London-based courses, new requirements are £1,483 per month, which is approximately 1.5 lakhs rupees. Previous requirement was £1,334 per month, approx 1.3 lakhs, which is around 11.2% increase. And for courses outside London, new requirements are £1,138 per month, and previous requirements were £1,023 per month. So there's also 11% increase in this. So let's explain with the help of an example. A one-year master's students in London now needs to prove they have 13,347 pounds, which is approximately 14 lakh rupees, to cover 9 months of living costs, an increase of 11.2% higher than before. And for students outside London, the new requirement is 10,224 pounds, which is approximately 11 lakh rupees. And these funds must be held in the bank account for at least 28 consecutive days before submitting the visa application. So these many funds will have to be in your account for at least 28 days before you submit your visa application. तो visa application आप दे रहे हो, उससे 28 दिन पहले तक आपके अकाउंट पे इतने पैसे होने चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं आप उसके बीच में पैसे ऐड करके ना दिखा दो. ओके, तो ये थे मेन स्टूडेंट के लिए चेंजेस और अपना ILR में जो चेंज आए हैं और सैलरी थ्रेशोल्ड वगैरह जो चेंज हुई है. नाउ वी विल टॉक अबाउट डिपेंडेंट रिस्ट्रिक्शंस. एंड नाउ डिपेंडेंट वीजाज विल ओनली बी अवेलेबल टू पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट्स हु आर ऑन कोर्सेज दैट आर eligible for a tier 4 visa. For most undergrad students, the option to bring dependents is no longer available. If you're thinking you could take your dependents to the UK, that's not an option for you anymore. You'll also need to show that you can financially support your dependents. This means having a higher bank balance or showing higher salary if you are bringing a spouse or a child. So separately from the 13 lakh rupees you were showing for your studies, you will have to show more funds in order to make sure that you can financially support your dependents. Okay, so these were some of the changes which have been proposed or already have been applied by the UK government. So how this affects international students? Okay, there are 4 points to this: longer path to settlement, higher salary pressure, financial proof, and dependence restrictions. If the proposed policy changes in the ILR come true, you'll need to plan for a longer stay in the UK before becoming a permanent resident, which is a long time. 15 years is a long time compared to 5 years, which was before, only if the policy gets approved. This means higher living costs and more visa renewals. So that's what you'll have to keep in mind. Higher salary pressure. So the current threshold is 38,700. So you will have to look for jobs which will pay you minimum this amount or you won't get your visa. So that's another thing which was very low before. Financial proof, increased financial requirements. You'll need to show more funds in your bank account. And lastly, dependent restrictions. If you are planning to bring your family to the UK on dependent visa, you will no more be able to do that. Only if you are coming on a postgrad visa, you can bring your dependents. For that also, you'll have to show higher funds in your bank account. So what are some alternatives to the UK for international students? So the best alternative I'll suggest is Ireland. Ireland is known for its welcoming visa policies. Ireland allows international students to get PR after 5 years after you complete your graduation. On top of that, up to 2 years to look for jobs after completing your studies. So the path to permanent residency is quite straightforward in Ireland. Another country you can look out for is Canada, which offers PGWP. I've already made a video on Ireland versus Canada. You can see that video on my channel. And the last one is Australia, known for its student-friendly visa policies and multiple PR routes. So these are some countries which can be a great alternative to UK for international students. And if you're still planning to study in the UK, there are some tips which might help you. Choose in-demand courses, opt for programs in sectors like IT, healthcare or engineering. These have high-paying jobs. Build work experience early. Part-time jobs and internships can help you secure a full-time jobs faster because they show on your CV and these count as the work experience. Save and budget. Plan your finances to meet the financial requirements. That is very important, and make sure you don't forget that 28-day time window. So you'll have to keep your funds before 28 days in your bank account. These are some changes which UK government is planning or has already implemented. So that's why most of the Indians or most of the international students are not coming to the UK nowadays. That's a wrap on today's video. If you have any other doubts, you can drop your doubts in the comment sections or you can text me on student89.com, student89 Insta. I reply everywhere. And if you have watched this video till here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and see you next time. Okay, bye.